Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the 174th segment of Be Inspired with Buzopat Life-Changing Gratitude Tonic. I remain Honorable Ambassador Buzopat to Siwe, and here is our platform always, our called community, okay, where we embrace our truth that leads to our freedom, yes. Here we learn, we unlearn, and we relearn, okay, because always your past can come not just to destroy you, like people always believe, but your past can come to find you to define you, find you to refine you, and find you to redefine you. Okay, so that's how we roll here. Before I proceed, have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Have you? If you have, I'm always grateful for so many people, all my ardent admirers, people who really follow me, and people who give me a whole lot of feedback. And you've not subscribed and you have opportunity of coming across this video, kindly do so. Share to your friends and contact, and then click on the notification button so that you will know when next my video drops. Yes. Thank you so much for everyone that have been my friend and have been there and have been encouraging me, have been motivating me, have been doing all the needful. I love you all and God bless you people. Yeah, today we'll be talking on the topic fall and recover. Yes, fall and recover. If something falls, it means it has decreases in amounts, in values, and in strength. And to recover something, to recover is to get better after a period of difficulties, maybe trouble or illness, to recover, to get better from something. And the signature of truly, of the truly great versus the merely successful is actually not the absence of difficulties like most people look at it, but the ability to come back after a setback. Even if the setback looks like, is so heavy and even looks impossible, that comeback, that recover is actually what is important, because and that forms art reason for being here today, that we may talk about that comeback, that recover after a fall. Remember that great companies fall and they recover. Great nations, they decline and they recover. Great social institutions can fall and recover as well. And great individuals like you and I can fall and recover, provided we didn't allow ourselves to be entirely knocked out. Recovering is the basic thing. Recovering is the focus and the reason for today's segment. That recovery is the reason why I am sitting here right now, because it's not the falling that matters, it's that recovery. So what am I saying? The year is coming to an end, and it doesn't matter how this year has been for you. It doesn't matter what has happened. It doesn't matter what you think you've been through. Somebody told me, oh my God, Buzopat, I have seen Chege Banza, and I said, calm down. Another person I have seen hippopotamus. One person said to me from eyes to ear that day, okay, his eyes have seen his ears, yeah, actually showing that he's been held. But the truth of the matter is now, that is not the focus. Because anybody can fall. That is why I just told you that even great companies, great social institutions, great nations, they can fall. But the recovery is what matters. So when an individual falls, you don't need to look at it, because see, even as we are talking right now, even as we can count days, the days number, the days towards the end of the year, you can count it with fingertips. But the truth is that you can still do a personal audit. Because God can still change something around your life and in your business and everything that you think you hold there. So it's not over, because there's hope and there's God. One thing I know for sure is that as long as the clock ticks, and it resets every day. Once it resets, what it means is that your wins doesn't matter and your failures doesn't matter as well. All you need to do is to focus on what could be and not stress on what was. Because stressing on what was has always been the reason why a lot of people don't get up. If you continue to stress on what was, you can't recover. But the falling is not the problem, because anybody can fall. Anything can happen to anybody, but your ability to rise from it, is actually what makes you that person that I want you to be, that person that I want you to be proud of, that person that I want you to to see. Even if you don't have it, look inside yourself. That person is inside there. That person that has the willpower to recover, that person that has everything, the ability to do so is in you, because all the inherent abilities are deposited in each and every one of us. It's only that most times we let it lie follow. Most times we don't push, we don't dig to actually get to it, and then a lot of things are going zigzag in our lives when we have what it takes to make it right. Okay, we live in a state of uncertainty for sure, where no one can predict tomorrow. Yeah, you can't. It's impossible. So stay focused on the future. Let the past guide you, and not let it consume you. Your past, no matter what happens in that past, is not meant to consume you, but it's meant to direct you. It's meant to guide you. The mistakes of yesterday should be a lesson that every one of us should learn, and not a despair, and not push you into desperation or push you into depression. That's not the focus, because falling is not a death sentence. Falling is not bad, because it's something that you cannot predict. It's something that you don't know. But what you have right over is what you are going to do, because it's not what happens to you that determines what you become. It is what you do with what happens to you. So let's not waste our precious time wishing we could turn back the hands of the clock, okay, or fill our days with regret, or things that we could have done and we didn't do. That's not the basis. It is your uniqueness, it's what makes it unique is that, your uniqueness brings a color and variety to your life. When you accept yourself and your flaws, you radiate a kind of strength that is unshakable, that nothing can penetrate, that nothing can pull you down, Falling is not a crime, like I said, and it's not a problem. What becomes a problem is your inability to recover, to rise, and to move on. And when you lie there and then believe that everything is covered, it's covered for you. And that's why I don't want it to be. Every time I sit down here, I want to speak to your spirit's mind. I want to talk to that you that is inside of you, that makes it the you that you are. I want to speak to that you, that knows that I know me. I am convinced that you have everything inside of you to change the game for your life, to turn around situations, to make everything become okay. But I've come in contact with people who just, they don't want to will it, they don't want to do it. And it's my job and it's my duty to push you to see yourself the way I am seeing you, to will yourself into those things that you think you cannot do, because you've got what it takes to do it. And that is why I'm talking to you. And that is because I know that just before a lot of things happen. We have so much inside of us to give our life. I was talking to somebody, was it 3 days ago or what? I was feeling very bad, because the strength this person is using to explain to me what has not been, what. I was seeing a perfect marketer, a genius, if the way he was trying to convince me, to put it to me, to make me see how bad and how dilapidated, how miserable his life is. See, if he does that for a product, if he picks one product and put that kind of energy on a product, I cannot imagine where that person would have been. But then, instead of looking at that as strength, he's using it in a different way altogether. And I know how many hours it took me to try to make this person see you've got what it takes. But I thank God he actually left my presence happier than him. Amen. Okay, so what am I talking about here? Most times, it's not just those things that matters. And I want to let you know that everybody can fall. When you are in a negative mood, do not look for cracks. Don't bother looking for cracks. Have things in your life do not determine your identity. It's not your identity. I cannot make you. You cannot say a name that you're not, because that's not your name. Regardless of your fame or fortune, life is filled with difficulties. They actually do. Most times people have their own different kind of challenges. They face a lot. Even those people you want to be like, Those people you pray every day to tap their grace. Those people you want, you envy. Those people you sit and wallow in self-pity and feel like, well, their life is made. I don't blame them. Is it not because they have this uncle? Is it not because this one? Is it not because they have this million? Is it not because they have this? Just because your problems are not same as their problem are not same as yours, they also go through a lot. It doesn't mean that their problem don't exist. It does. But it's only in different way from yours. So if you can't envy them, then somehow you've got something that they need to envy in you as well. It's only that you don't even want to look at your strength and know what you need as a person and what you've got that others are looking for. Some healthy people are looking at so many millionaires that every day they spend so much to keep themselves to be alive. And then you sit where you are, you don't visit any hospital, you don't take any paracetamol, you don't do all those things, and yet you sit back there and you're crying, wanting to be like somebody. If they give you 1/4 of the problem that person is carrying, you will want to thank God and pray for you to remain the way you are. But because you don't know tomorrow and you don't see beyond what you're supposed to see, you want to be like somebody. You want to be like this person. Oh, wow, this your fall is finished. But if you know what happens to the positive-minded people, what they sell, will sink you. But because they do that with, good attitude, you always sit and want to be like them. Like I said, regardless of your fame and your fortune, life is filled with difficulties. So when things start hurting you, take a break, but don't ruin your beauty and don't burn that bridge. Don't combine your own expectations with that of the society. The implications is that you will end up going through life, carrying the weight of the whole world on your shoulders. And what will it do? It will sink you. Remember that fall is not bad. It's not a crime. It's not a death sentence. Things can happen and a lot of things can not die. Things will change. Your business can alter. A lot of things can happen. Then what happens from there is what matters. Your ability to say, I made it, I will make it again. I achieved this, I will double it. I did this, I will repeat it. That's the spirit I'm asking for. That's the spirit I wanted to have. Because every decision we make, we're choosing our paths. Every decision you make as you wake every morning, you're choosing your path. And it's that path that you choose that will lead to your destination. It is not a rocket science. It will lead. So when you rise up, dust yourself and then pick up whatever pieces there is there and let your aim be, I'm recovering from this. Definitely, I'm recovering from this. I'm dusting this in every side. I'm getting better. I'm rising above these things because that destiny, your destiny, will become those choices. So if you choose to lie down there because it has happened, I know it has happened, and all the years you put in, do you know how many hours, do you know how many midnights, sleepless nights I put in, how many months of research that I put into this thing, and now look at it, and you want to lie down there and cry foul. So what happens? You remain there. So my people, the year is coming to an end. I don't know what you have been through. I don't know what has happened to you. I don't know how many dreams you started this year hoping and believing, oh, it's going to go this way, and then it ended up going south. I don't know those plans, you want to marry, you want to achieve this, you praying to God for fruit of the womb. You in fact, so many expectations and so many things you believe, oh, it must happen today, that promotion, this and that you will, and it didn't happen. Do you know if God had just saved your life by not letting it happen? Do you know so many people that had prayed for a child and they died giving birth to the child? What if it didn't happen that year? Wouldn't they have been alive? Do you know most people that have gathered money to put into something and then something wants to take their life and then God allowed that business to crash? because he knows that he has given them what it takes to bounce back. But he prefers to keep them alive because you did not see it. It's still about what God has done wrong in your life. So what am I saying? I know that those good plans didn't just come true. But I want to tell you, it's not late. It's not late. We serve a God who can make, catapult a granola seller and make the person a millionaire overnight. Who can give triplets to a wombless tummy? Who can turn around situations? Who can make you one connection, one contact, one old friend, one good thing you've done somewhere, just one path that you crossed like this can turn around everything about your life within a twinkle of an eye. So don't close up the door. Yes, you fell, yes. But dust yourself up and let your mindset be, I'm recovering, because you'll recover. And that recovering is the focus. That's the reason for this segment. And that's what I want you to take away from here. That recovering. Fall and recover. I don't have a problem with falling. But recovering is my in thing. Recover. Because choose your attitude. Poor attitude is a magnet for unpleasant experiences, whether we like it or not. Poor attitude attracts nonsense. It attracts a lot of things. And that's the reason a lot of people are ending their lives. It brings misery. It brings depression. It brings, suicidal thoughts. But you don't need it. Let the gift that you give yourself this Christmas be that of activating a positive mindset. I keep saying it. Let it be activated. Gift it to yourself. Gift it to your neighbor. Gift it to everybody that comes around you. Because I've just gifted you. Yeah, I've given you my own gift. Accept it. For those who have it already, intensify. For those who don't have it, please activate it because you need it. Falling is not the problem, but rising up and recovering is the thing I want you to be. So that's my message for us today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel again, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Instagram, Be Inspired with Ambassador.Buzo. Follow me at TikTok, Be Inspired with Buzopat. Follow me at Facebook, Be Inspired with Buzopat, and Moment of Truth with Buzo. DM me as usual, and to talk. Let's keep doing what we know how to do best. God bless you. Thank you so much. See you next week Wednesday. Bye.